Howdy hi, every pony. Eliora here, responding to the Q&A. Originally, this was going to celebrate getting over 300 subs, but I do believe there's been a little bit of a jump up from my previous count. I love you all! I never expected to get so many subscribers since I'm just here to have fun with it, but I am undyingly grateful to all of you who came here and clicked on the subscribe button. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. Also, how y'all like my new vectors? Major love to Silverquill for letting me use them after our collab. If you are not subscribed to him, go subscribe to him right now. Do it. Do it. Anyways, I do believe we're all here for a reason, so on with the Q&A. Favorite pony? It is a tie between Twilight Sparkle, whom I relate to on a personal level as someone who rather disregarded friendship growing up and has only in recent years come to understand and appreciate it, and Big Mac because who is best princess? Now, this ain't a simple answer. On a purely objective level, I'd have to say Celestia. She is the ruling figure of the entire kingdom and has proven to be an absolutely invaluable asset to Equestria. On the other hoof, my personal favorite princess is Luna. Yes, Luna and not Twilight because as of yet, she hasn't really done much as a princess. Luna is my favorite not just because of her association with the knight, but rather because of her characterization. As far as character development, Twilight aside, Luna is the most developed and deepest. Here we have a princess who has poured her heart and soul into creating her night sky, only for it to go unappreciated while her sister's daylight was cherished and praised. As such, a deep jealousy grew in her heart and turned her into a monster. Now, that alone would be enough for me to become fond of her. But even more than that, after her restoration, Luna is shown to be insecure, afraid, and very aware of what her time as Nightmare Moon caused. All the while, she still craves the love and acceptance from her people and shows a drastic despair upon being rejected. Not to mention, she is clearly shown to still have a temper. On top of that, recent episodes show that she has taken the lessons she learned from her mistakes to heart and is now passing them on to those who need them. As strong of a leader as Celestia is, you can't really say she's been shown to be quite as complex as her sister. Best pony? I put this question as separate from favorite pony because the two are not one and the same in my opinion. In my humble opinion, I would say that Rarity is best pony. Yes, I am agreeing with Tommy Oliver for many of the reasons he has already given. Rarity is an excellent character and a fantastic role model. Like anyone else, she is shown to have flaws that can be off-putting to some people, but ultimately, the fact that she is a strong, independent mare who owns her own business, does her work with true drive and passion, and is a deeply generous individual, even if it isn't a blatant characteristic, makes her, at least in my eyes, best pony. Ironically, best pony is not my favorite pony. Worst and best of Season 4 for you? That is a hard call. Just about all of the episodes have been fantastic. Well, if I had to pick a favorite, I would have to say Pinkie Pride. I mean, the character development and growth that Pinkie gets was something that was very needed, considering the way she has been relegated to Gag Factory for most of the season. Plus, it had Weird Al in it. I'm not a big Weird Al fan, but his voice acting has always been entertaining to me. Plus, he's a really good singer. And Cheese Sandwich was just a great character. As for the worst, as it stands, don't hate me, but I have to say Power Ponies. Oh, being a fan of superheroes, that hurts to say. Thing is, that episode just felt far too awkward to me. Pony superheroes in a world where magic, excessive strength, flight, weather manipulation, and moving celestial bodies is normal. I'm sorry, that does not make sense to me. The episode was basically supposed to be a far-out way to demonstrate that Spike isn't useless, but we already know that. And besides that, adding in the continuity from other episodes of this season just makes Power Ponies feel so completely, utterly pointless. They've been making Spike not only useless, but just the ass of comedic kicking. Seriously, he's getting so fucking shanked in season 4 that it's ludicrous. Going on a little bit of a tangent there. On top of those things, though, I'm just not a fan of parody, so yeah, Power Ponies is worst episode of season 4 for me. Favorite and least favorite episodes in general. Ugh. Always with the tough questions. Okay. I would have to say my favorite episode in general is a tie between Sonic Rainboom and Wonderbolt Academy. Funny, both of those are Rainbow Dash episodes. Anyways, Sonic Rainboom I love because it demonstrates how the best of intentions can go astray and make a bad situation worse, even with there being absolutely no malicious intent. Plus, it shows the best and worst of both Rarity and Rainbow. Wonderbolt Academy I adore because it really proves how much Rainbow's grown over the seasons. She's willing to walk away from what has been her dream since the start of the show in order to do the right thing. The Rainbow Dash of Season 1 would never have done that, and that is precisely why I love this episode so much. As for my least favorite episode, well... If you want to see me rage about the worst episode in the series, Spike at your service.
How do you feel about it?
My opinion is pretty well known for anyone who has seen even one of my videos by now. It sucked!
I hate this episode. I fucking loathe it. It's terrible. Worst episode of the entire show. I don't really need to elaborate, do I? Why the infatuation with Big Mac?
Yep.
Well...
Yep. Nope. Biting off more than you can chew is just what I'm afraid of.
So wise.
We don't want to talk to any of y'all right now, so take your little gossip column and your embarrassing photographs and just go away!
So serious. He's kind of cool. With the show going to last more than 5 years, what do you think the writers will have in store for us? Honestly, I've got no idea. That's one of the things I like about this show, that you can't quite be sure what it's going to throw at you. All I know is I'm going to continue to watch it until either it ends or goes somewhere I don't believe it should. Whichever comes first. Thoughts on the upcoming EQG sequel? Do you hope the CMC get their cutie marks at the same time or at different times? Different times. That would make for some excellent character development, far better than if they were to get them all at once. Think about it. One of the CMC gets their marks while the other two remain blank flanks, and the one who did remains thrilled about having hers, and the other two begin to grow jealous, and start to leave her out of things since there's no more need for her to keep looking for her special talent. The tension would increase as she feels more pushed away and starts to think they don't want to be her friend anymore. And the other two won't think she wants to be their friend anymore because she's not a blank flank like they are. Oh my goodness. Hasbro! Make it happen! That episode sounds way too good not to happen! Do you find the CMC to be cute or annoying? Depends on the episode. I don't like to generalize like that. Like any other kid, they can be absolutely adorable, or they can be really fucking dumb. It just depends on the situation. Which story arc of the MLP comics would you like to see happen in the show the most? Nightmare, Rarity, or the Return of Queen Chrysalis? Actually, neither of those. I'd rather see the arc where Big Mac was trying to get some nails, and before anyone says a word, it's not because of my fangirling. That arc gave development and characterization to a character who is woefully underexplored in the series. But if I had to choose between the aforementioned two, Nightmare, Rarity. Have you seen the trailer for EQG2 and what do you think of it? Yeah, I've seen it, and I don't really have much to say about it because there wasn't really a whole lot to it. I mean, it showed that there's clearly some magic in the girls still, and that they're going to be singing for some reason, but seriously, we already knew both those things. As it stands, there's not much for me to say. I'm gonna wait until I actually see the movie before I form any sort of opinion. Weird Al Yankovic was in Pinkie Pride. Do you think that Hasbro could pull off other celebrity appearances without it being redundant? So long as it doesn't become something they do week after week or make it a lifeline to drag this series out after the popularity of it starts to fade, then sure, I think they could. What is your favorite season of the show, and why is it your favorite? In all honesty, Season 4 is my favorite as it stands, and the reason is that the episodes have been far more consistently enjoyable. I'm not saying all of them are epic or anything, but if we're going to compare season by season, 4 wins so far. Let's see how I feel after Season 5. Favorite line in any episode?
You're from an alternate world and you're a pony princess there, and the crown actually has a magical element embedded in it that helps power up other magical elements, and without it, they don't work anymore, and you need them to help protect your magical world. And if you don't get the crown tonight, you'll be stuck in this world, and you won't be able to get back for like a really, really long time.
Yeah, that. Who do you ship, and if not, which ship can you stand the most? I am officially announcing that I am a shipper of Cheesy Pie. How much pony could Pony be Pony? What the fucking hell did you just say? I'm sorry, my ponish is a little non-existent! Suddenly, Big Mac is in your room. What do? How did you get into MLP? I had a really good friend who liked the show, and she was rather persistent about showing it to me. I wound up getting more into the show than she was, though. And before you ask, no, I'm not giving any names, as I have since fallen out with this friend and would rather not delve further into the subject. Why do you bite our tails? Because tails are awesome, and I love them, and I want to bite them. What do tails taste like? Depends on the shampoo the pony used. A lot of you guys use fruit-flavored shampoos, but a few of you use floral stuff, so it tastes like herbs and candy. Why MLP analysis? Well, the first time I was exposed to anything of the Brony-dom besides fan art was one of Theory Brony's videos, and it only took the one analysis to get me thinking about the show beyond its entertainment value. It didn't take me long to notice an inconsistency with Princess Luna. I sat down and wrote out my thoughts, something that has always been a habit of mine, and it turned into an analysis. The rest, as they say, is history. Has MLP changed an aspect of your life so much that something has inadvertently happened? Yes, and that's all I'll say on the subject. Any other cartoons that you are really invested in besides MLP? Nah, not really. It's not often I get heavily invested in something because I'm habitually detached from nearly everything. It was a true shock to me when I realized just how strongly I bonded with MLP and the fandom. Who and what inspired you to get into analysis? To be honest, there were two. Theory Brony and Past Analysis. Theory's videos introduced me to analysis, and Past helped me put my first video together. So I pay them both thanks for me being where I am now. If MLP FIM didn't exist, what other cartoon shows would you have become an analyst of? Probably none. Like I said, it's rare for me to get invested in something. If I absolutely had to pick something, though, I would say Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. And if you don't know what that show was, I'm not surprised because Disney and Jetix were a corporate team of ass clowns who didn't recognize quality entertainment when they fucking saw it. Favorite MLP analysis and best analysis? Well, my current favorite analysis is Silver Quill's collab with Fiery Joker on Pinkie Pride. That video is fucking hilarious, and I love it. As for best one, holy Jesus fuck shit, that is a massive fucking Pandora's box of videos. There are so many of us by now, and there are so many that are in-depth and so good. Seriously, I am not exaggerating in the slightest. Go check some of them out, and you will be just as blown away as I am regularly by these people. What moment in the show, if any, was most emotional to you? In all honesty, I don't get emotional very easily, so there hasn't really been an emotional moment for me. Do you ship analysts? Sure, I guess. I love romance, but oddly enough, I don't do a whole ton of shipping. Who do you ship yourself with? This list is in no particular order. Toon, Kritic, Brawny Buck, ANY, Jim Fear, Persian Poetess, Mage, and, recently, Silver Quill. Where is Toon, Kritic? I don't know.
Hello? Anyone? Help.
Why purple mane? Because it's purple, and purple is an awesome color, and it's my favorite. Do you think you will ever be big on YouTube? Maybe? I don't really care about that sort of thing. I'm just doing this because I enjoy it, and because I love to put my thoughts out there for the sake of putting them out there. Why do you think you have not picked up subs like other pony channels? It may or may not have to do with my lack of consistent updates. I don't know, just a hunch. When you bit my tail and took out the dagger, did it cut you? Nope. What did my dagger taste like? Like metal and shampoo. Have you seen my dagger? I lost it. Nope. What do you feel is the greatest accomplishment so far on your channel? Keeping it alive. What do you enjoy most in the fandom? To be completely frank, the sense of camaraderie and acceptance without judgment. I never fit in with any social group throughout my entire life, and I never really had friends until I was about 22. The Browniedom is a community that truly is about love and friendship, and that is truly the best part of the fandom. Favorite fan-made project? This is a perpetually changing category. The fans are a seriously creative bunch that are forever creating more and more impressive things, so I can't give a definitive answer. For the time being, I'm going to say that it is a tie between Mage's A Lethal Halloween and Silver Quill's A Princess's Tears comic. Pets? I has 2 kitties. They are Rosie and Cinder, and they are adorable, and I love them. Have you ever punched someone in the face? It's on my to-do list. Do you like waffles? Naturally. Have you been doing any writing? Yeah, but nothing that's been released yet. I touch your flank. What do? I claim another hoof from my trophy case and you go home without the hoof. Do you like turtles? Yes, especially of the Teenage Mutant Ninja variety. Favorite animal? I am a big-time cat person, but I also love pandas. Where was the first time you met Toon Kritic? Why am I getting so many questions about Toon Kritic? We met in the Brony Analyst chat group on Skype, but our first one-on-one conversation came after a live stream I did about a week before my 28th birthday. Yes, I remember the exact day. I am that weird. Thoughts on the Doctor Who Christmas special? Sadly, I haven't had the chance to see it yet. Favorite Doctor Who episode? It's the 2-parter Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. Yes, shockingly, my favorite episodes do not have Captain Jack Harkness in them. Jack, I love you! Least favorite Doctor Who episode? Oddly enough, it's Rose. The episode Rose, that is. It was the episode that revived the series, but it wasn't exactly the most stellar episode out there. Favorite Doctor? Tennant! David Tennant! Fucking David Tennant! If any newcomers would show interest in Doctor Who, what episodes would you recommend the most? Blink, The Runaway Bride, A Christmas Carol, and of course, Day of the Doctor. If you do a Doctor Who review someday, would you do it with a British person? Sure, I'm groovy with any nationality. Hopes for the Doctor Who Series 8? In all honesty, I want the Doctor to find Gallifrey and be able to finally go home. Has there ever been a point in your life you wish you could go back and change? Would you like that list in alphabetical or chronological order? Best ever unit. Meh? How was your day? Sucky. My days typically suck. When you ask me how my day was, assume the answer is suck. What's the worst movie you've ever seen? Movie 43. Fucking movie 43, Zach, you asshole! Any new games you are playing? Well, since I never played any of them before, I count the Sly Cooper games. What is your favorite game console and roughly their games? I am a severe Poke nerd, so just about any mainstream Pokemon game will be listed in my favorites. But aside from that, I love Dragon Age and the Elder Scrolls series, both of which are on Xbox and PC. And PlayStation, I believe? I don't know, I just play it on my Xbox. Favorite cartoon shows? Well, besides the obvious, I also like Winx Club, Danny Phantom, and Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. Has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go want to do look more like? The party you have dialed is not available until you make that question make sense, you dickwad. What does the fox say?
What does the fox say? He says, fuck off with this damn meme.
And that be my Q&A. I am still blown away by the fact that I've got so many subscribers since I put this video out there to collect questions. If I'd known this was coming, I'd have left the Q&A open longer. But, hey, that's just how it is. Immediately after doing my 300 sub special, I am now going to have to plan for my 1,000 sub special. Whew! Anyways, I shall see y'all on my next review. Until then, I love you, and brony on.